welcome back. So today it is March. It's mid-March, mid to late March, and decided to get out here in the garden a little bit. I have some raised beds out here that I need to move. So I figured instead of just actually trying to dig up all the dirt out and move the bed, that I'll just build some new beds and then take the dirt from the old bed, stick them in the new bed, and then we can just tear down the structure. What I'm wanting to do here is my chicken coop. Last year I probably had around 20 chickens at one point, but with foxes and the hawks, they end up getting almost all of them. So I only have a few left. And then, so I was putting them up in the shed and just letting them stay in there. Then occasionally I let them out. One day after we let them out, within 20 minutes of them being out, a fox came and got the rest of them, with the exception of one. So I only have one chicken right now. I got some more that are hatched and are growing up. I haven't received them here on the property yet, so I'm looking forward to that. But whenever that happens, I want to have my chickens outside eating out of the ground and eating all the worms and bugs and grass and whatnot. So I need to make an outdoor run from them. So what I'm going to plan on doing is extending a run on my shed and then caging that in, so they'll be able to come outside with a little door on the shed so they can walk in and out of the shed, sleep in the shed at night, and then be out in their run throughout the day. So I want them to be out here getting the sun, getting the bugs, getting the leaves, grass and whatnot. So I should try to show you here what we got going on. So currently here's one bed that's going to be staying. I'm going to be putting the new beds right here, and then this big bed here, it's like an 8x8 bed. I got to get rid of it. So it's primarily just built out of scrap wood from skids. So I need to remove this bed and get rid of the doghouse. So on the end of my shed there, I can put a run all the way across here. So this would be a full run, so I need to get rid of this. So let me just go over here. This is all in the backyard. So I'm going to be putting right here is where I'm going to be putting my two new beds. I plan on making two 4x8 beds. So I went ahead and I've cut all my lumber up. So I have some 6-inch, which is 5.5. So 6-inch, 8-foot pieces of board that I've cut in half. So these are 4 feet. Then I got some posts. So my plan is I'll put 3 of these on top and then put a post on each, and we'll hammer them into the ground. So that's where we're at, and that's what we're gonna start doing. All right, so there's the first one. You can see I just put the 2x4s as braces to hold the slats on the sides. Drilled down the slats to the 2x4s on each corner, or each side rather, and then just filled them in. There is a gap on the bottom, but that's not a big deal. And some gaps here on the sides where the boards are just not even. It's all rough cut lumber, so even those sides there, it's not a big deal. That's just some air pockets or whatever. Let some air in, better drainage. So it's not that big a deal. I don't mind it. I like the way it looks. Like I said, we do have some pockets in the ground. I'll try hammering some of the stuff in, but overall, I'm excited. So there's the first one done. The second one may be an issue over here with this pole I got, but we may have to take that pole out. Maybe not. We'll see. I kind of like having a nice big path here on the side, like a 4-foot path. That way I can bring a wheelbarrow or mower or whatever in here. My dump bed on my garden wheelbarrow, and so I like having a bigger path there. And it's nice whenever you're trying to step, work around, right? So I'm pleased with it. I still gotta build the second one and figure out something to do with that pole, and then I'll have to start tearing that thing down. So we'll get to it eventually. So right now it's about lunchtime, so we're gonna get off here and go get some lunch. Sounds like someone's riding the side by side. Yep. So until next time, you guys take it easy. You know what? It's probably time here. See if the chicken wants to get out. See if the chickie wants to get out. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does. Yeah, you want to come out? Go dig in the garden some more? Yep, got our worms already. What do you think? All right, until next time. You already been over there. You need me to get out of your way? Yeah, just prepping my bed for spring. Got the Birdo, do a little fertilizing and aerating the soil. She's enjoying it. The worms will come back and she'll give me some good tasting eggs. Where you going? That's not the bed. Trying to help clean up her face. So here's the turkeys. They're probably 3 weeks old. I think they're 3 weeks old. But As you can see, they're enjoying some lunch. I found out that it was giving them regular just turkey chick food, and they were eating it, and then they would poop, and then they would eat each other's poop, and I think they basically weren't able to really digest all their food properly, so they were re-eating the food. And so once I started seeing that, I took their food and I started watering it down, adding some apple cider vinegar and letting it sit for like I would do that at night, and then in the morning I would feed them, and they seem to really be enjoying their food more. They're eating much more now that they're getting bigger, but also whenever they eat, they make these little chirpy noises. They really enjoy this food. So wetting it down like that also helps conserve with the water. With it being wet itself, and once they have less water they have to eat. And I think they're better. They're actually able to digest it better with it being somewhat soggy and almost like oatmeal. So makes it for them. Right now they're probably eating, I would say, 4 or 5 cups of food a day, so a cup apiece. So that's not too bad. Hopefully they'll be getting fully feathered here fairly. I mean, it'll probably be another 5 weeks before they're fully feathered, and I can put them outside. But I also had to build a bigger. I had them in just like a regular tote, and that wasn't. They were kind of cramped, so I got this bigger box here. Just spare box that had to work. Cut it down to the size. Put them all in it. So now it's about a 4x4 bed on about 3 inches of sawdust, wood chips. So occasionally I'll go in here and throw some wood chips on top just to kill some of the smell, and then every so often I'll just empty it completely, add another bag of wood chips. But they like it. They got all this room. They like to run around, chase each other, be birds. So he's probably gonna try to hop out. Hey there. But I really wanted the bronze turkeys, but they only had 4. One of them was pretty bad. The other one ended up getting 3. One of them died as soon as we got home. So I got some white ones as well. And that'll just be Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner or whatever. Yeah, but should be good. That's the birdie update.